So the first step to attach your petals, like you see here, we're gonna put glue in a circle around the back of our plate. And that's gonna hold all of our paper strips in place. So if you turn your painted plate over on the back side, you can see there's a circle right here. You can see the texture on the outside, on the inside, there's a flat circle. So with your glue bottle, remember to open it, you twist it. This means it's closed. When you see the white at the tip, you need to twist it open. If there's any dried glue on top, you kind of have to pick that off so the glue can come out. You might have to give it a little shake so the glue comes down to the end of the bottle. And then right inside that circle, that's where you're going to put your glue. And you almost kind of have to look, I'm going back and forth here, because you want kind of a thick line. We don't need to squeeze our glue bottle super hard so a bunch comes out, but just right inside, kind of make a nice thick line. All right, let me show you a little closer here. Okay, so you have kind of a globby circle of glue. Not too much though, but just enough to hold those paper strips in place. You need 9 paper strips. So you're gonna have 9 petals around your flower. If you wanna do all the same color, like this one right here, that's fine. You would need 9 of one color. If you wanted to do different colors, you can do that too. If you pick 3 different colors like I did right here, you can repeat your color pattern and you have just enough. See, yellow, orange, pink, yellow, orange, pink, yellow, orange, pink. You would need 3 of each color if you used 3 different colors. If you wanted to use 2 colors and make a pattern like blue, pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, blue, pink, you would have 2 colors that are next to each other that are the same. And that's okay, but it's up to you. Maybe you just want to have different petal colors all over and you don't have a pattern. It's your flower. You can make that decision and choose what colors you want and where they go. But you need 9 of them. So I'm just going to use these same ones here. Let's see. I do have enough. And I'm going to show you how to make a pattern, just like this example. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you start. I'm going to pick the orange one first, but this is where you want your strip to go. You want the end of it to touch, to go a little bit over that circle of glue. And then the next one, you are going to glue it right next to it like that. But you don't want to glue it next to it like this though. You want kind of just the corners to touch. So it sort of fans out like sun rays. So you have to make sure that just the corners are touching and they go straight out. I'll do yellow next. See, my corners are touching. I'm not putting it right next to it. I'm touching the corners. Press down a little bit. So if I'm making a color pattern, the next one in the pattern would be orange because it's just repeating itself. Touching my yellow corner, the one right before it. Next comes pink. Whoa. You can't press down too hard because then your plate will kind of flip on you like mine just did. Next comes yellow. Again, touching that corner. Press it down a little bit gently. And then orange. Looks like my yellow doesn't want to stay, so I might add a little bit more glue. If that's the case, just do what I'm doing. I have to open mine again. All the way. There I go, a little more glue, and I'll press it back down. Okay, I have 2 more left. Next color in the pattern is pink. Corners are touching there. And then I'm gonna squeeze this last one in. If it touches both, that's okay. But see how it made a circle in the middle from having those corners touch? All right, so you all are going to leave that set on your desk for a few minutes while we talk about a new artist today who painted flowers. Her name is Georgia O'Keeffe. But once this dries a little bit after we talk about Miss Georgia O'Keeffe, but I'm just going to turn mine over right now. So mine's a little wet. This will be better when yours is dried a little bit. I'm gonna turn it over like this. I'm gonna move this out of the way so you can actually see my orange flower, my orange petals too. All right, next step is you're going to take one of your crayons. You're gonna take a crayon and you are going to curl your petals. Just like we did with our textured Christmas trees, when we curled some of the branches, same thing, but you just have to be a little bit more careful because even though we let our petals dry a little bit, they might still be wet and you could pull them too hard and they could come off. So you're going to roll your crayon on each petal, give it a squeeze, pull it out. Turn your flower, you can do that all the way around. So remember, let me move this here. So you can see the end of that flower, that petal. You start at the end of the paper strip. You kind of pinch it together in your fingers, holding it against the paper strip. And you just curl it all the way to where your plate starts, there, the edge of your plate. And you're gonna do that all the way around. Again, being careful that you don't pull your petal off. Roll it up, give it a squeeze. Do that to all 9, so you have these fun, bouncy petals. Last step is to add that fun, sparkly pom-pom in the center of our flower. Someplace maybe a bee would like to land on and get some pollen. That goes right in the center. And we've glued pom-poms before, so you should remember that you need kind of a nice sort of a blob of glue. Usually use just a dot, not a lot. Well, this dot's gonna have to be a little bit bigger because it has to soak into all the fuzziness of your pom-pom and make it stick. So you need kind of a big blob there, and then just set it right on top. And that's it. We'll put it on the drying rack carefully and let it dry, and your flowers are finished.